Hey, welcome to Rust Revival Garage. My name is Tim, and today is day 0 of the Hot Rod Power Tour. If you're just joining me for the first time, I'm actually going to be taking this 1985 C10 Silverado all along the Power Tour, and it's going to be pretty much the longest distance I've ever driven it. I've had it for several years, and she is mean and ugly looking on the outside, nice and rusted, but inside it's all fairly new. Got a blueprint engine, Chevy 350. Got a Gearstar 700R4 transmission. Together I think I've got about 1,200 miles on the engine and transmission. New cooling system, new brake system. The only thing that's not new is the rear end, but I have at least changed the fluids back there. So the drivetrain itself is pretty much all new. So yeah, I'm going to be taking this on a trip from my hometown, which is Columbus, Ohio. We're going down to Bowling Green, which is about 330 miles. Day 2 is from Bowling Green to Nashville. Day 3 is from Nashville to Louisville. Day 4 is actually back up into my hometown area again. National Trail Raceways is out in Hebron, Ohio, which is about 45 minutes to the east of here, I believe. And then the last day is Indianapolis. So that's the 5 days. I think I ran all the numbers. It was about 1,500 miles. So I'm going to be doubling the miles that I've got on this. So it's going to be a test to make sure that everything goes smoothly. And I kind of wanted to take you along in case you've never been on a power tour, or in case you have been in the past but you can't go this year. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so I've never actually done the power tour before. This is my first time. One of the big reasons why I wanted to do it was because it is coming through Columbus, and that's kind of cool because I don't have to drive 600 miles all the way down to Florida or something for a starting point and then run the route and then try to drive all the way home. So it's basically in my backyard, which is kind of cool. But this is my first time, so should be exciting. Of course, I packed like crazy, but I did manage to get almost everything except for the chair, and I'm gonna have my gas tank in the back here just in case. But I'm packing as light as possible because I've heard everybody say beginners pack way too much, so I'm trying not to be too much of a beginner. Also, I'm not doing the trip alone. I'm actually going with my neighbor. He lives one street over, car guy too. He was actually going to take a 1953 pickup, Chevy pickup that he's been working on. But about 2 weeks ago, there was no engine, no transmission, nothing in it. It was just a shell. He was struggling really hard to get it done in time, but it did not happen. I think he was actually at the point where he was going to go get the truck aligned, and the power steering the power steering hose got torn by the serpentine belt that he had set up. He had an LS swapped in there, and it apparently tore that belt, and then something else went wrong. Oh, the transmission was not programmed correctly. It wasn't shifting at all for his LS. So he actually went with his second option, which was I believe it's a 95 or a 96 Corvette. And he's going with his dad. Okay, I'm stopping at the gas station. I think this is going to be my last chance to get ethanol-free fuel, because when I'm on the road, it's just going to be straight up unleaded that's available. And I usually only run this thing on ethanol-free, so it's going to kind of suck. But I think once I get through the entire journey and get back, it should be okay if I start going back to the ethanol. So I'm starting out 147,540.8. I think I'll check my next stop and see how much gas it takes. I put in almost 6 gallons here, so I can basically see how much I've used. I'm on full right now. Give me a good idea of how much I'm using. What year is this again?
96.
96, I was right. I was like either 95 or 96. All packed and ready to go. time on this truck. Like I said, about 1,000 miles, maybe 1,200 total miles. So I don't know all of the things that are old and could break down, because I just don't know. I don't have enough experience, or I haven't replaced enough things. As far as I know, everything should be good. The only thing I'm really concerned about for the big long trip is the cooling system. It's that aftermarket aluminum radiator with the fans attached, and of course Amazon Chinese special. That's got me a little bit worried, but it has really performed very well since I've had it, since I've been running. But again, this is going to be a very, very long trip. In fact, the first leg of the trip, day 0 here, is the longest of the entire trip. It's 332 miles from Columbus to Bowling Green. So that means, you know, hey, the trial is going to be by fire right off the bat. So yeah, a little nervous, but we are on the way, and take it as it comes. Can't worry about it until it happens. Okay, big mistake actually having the vent windows open. These things are way too loud. Cruising along at about 1,500 RPM, and she's staying under 180. Knock on wood, she's a happy camper. Oil pressure's doing pretty good too, not sure if you can see it. Downtown Cincinnati. And this is the bridge that will take us into Kentucky. Alright, first stop, we are in Verona, Kentucky, I believe it is. Gonna get some gas. Okay, so it looks like only 5.6 gallons, about 18 bucks. Alright, so I think I may need to check my numbers, because this could be wrong, or it should be wrong. We were at 147, 540.8. We're now at 147, 651.8. So that's 111 miles. And 111 miles, let's see, 111 miles divided by 5.6 gallons is 19.8 miles per gallon. Does that seem right to you? Okay. Onward and upward, I guess. About at the halfway point, about 175 miles to go. Switched over to the air conditioning, closed the vent windows, and it's running just as cool as it was, and the amperage is just fine. Everything looks good with the AC on. So I'm doing it because it's about 78 degrees where we're driving now, and it's kind of warm out there. Making pretty good time. We're actually going through Louisville, which is where we're going to be coming back through after Nashville. So I didn't think we'd be this close to Louisville, but got about 117 miles left before we get to Bowling Green. About an hour and 40 minutes, it says. Many, but finally running up on some more, headed to the power tour, I'm pretty sure. It was a little bit below half a tank, so I figured I'd stop here just outside of Bowling Green and fill up. So that time it was 11.62.
So whether you're commuting.
All right, so I'm not sure what happened, but driving through the hills of Kentucky definitely decreased my I was running air conditioning for a little while, then shut it off when we started just going up and down hills. But those hills that we went through in Kentucky really burn it up. We also were going a little faster. We were averaging about 70 miles an hour, and I think we jumped it up to close to 80. Don't tell anyone. But my fuel mileage dropped down to 10.37 miles per gallon. So from 19 down to 10. That's pretty drastic. But I was also flat all the way from Columbus to Cincinnati. We stopped into Kentucky and then just hill after hill after hill. So yeah, it definitely got worse. All right, we made it to our Airbnb in Bowling Green. Success. Longest leg of the journey is done. The rain is actually starting to let up finally, but yeah, we made it, so cool. That's a good long trip out of the way, and seemed like things went well. Good morning, welcome to Rust Revival Garage. My name is Tim. This is day one of the Hot Rod Power Tour. Came into Bowling Green last night, and kind of want to check things over today after the 332 mile drive to make sure everything's good with the C10. So the coolant overflow is looking good. Everything is doing fine in here. Got a good level, but I do want to check the oil just to make sure on the off chance that we're burning anything up. We are on a bit of a hill, but she's still full.
You were going to check the oil and everything in your vehicle. Yeah. Watch it.
Come here, come here. Get out of the photo.
And we are off to the NCM Motorsports Park to get our credentials so we can start the power tour. Hopefully the lines aren't too long, but we're leaving right when they open up, so it probably will be. We'll see. We're going to get the credentials, but the line to get into the actual event is already pretty long. It's 10 a.m. Okay, so we're headed in to get our credentials, and it's just so much beautiful eye candy. And we are official. We've got our stickers. And we're out of the NCM Motorsports Park and headed to get into the big long line to get into the other place. I can never remember the name of it. And here we are going by the National Corvette Museum.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we had to check out the Corvette Museum, so take a little tour with me. Alright, so that's going to do it for the Corvette Museum. Pretty cool. If you get a chance to come to Bowling Green, please check out this museum. It's really cool. Not very expensive to get in, and some great cars to see. Alright, here we are heading into Beach Bend Raceway Park. Didn't take quite as long to come in after we visited the Corvette Museum. Alright, so we just got through the vendors and just gonna kind of keep checking things out here around the Bend. God, what's this place called? Bend something Park. Yeah, lots and lots of traffic. I gotta say this, Beach Bend Park sucks. They had no decent plan for getting cars out of here quickly in any way, shape, or form. It really puts a damper on the entire Power Tour experience. This has been ridiculous. We got in line at about 5 o'clock and then got out of line after about 20 minutes of not moving an inch. And sat here and went and walked around for a while and came back. Cars that we saw sitting there were still sitting there. And this is just crazy. I gotta say that Beach Bend Park absolutely has, and the city of Bowling Green for that matter, have no idea what they're doing. And I don't know know if they did this on purpose out of spite because they didn't want all these cars in their city, but I sure as hell hope they don't ever plan on having me back again, because it's not cool. All right, rant over. Pissed off, sorry, but I'm finally on the road. I actually had to sneak around and get out to where all the vendors are getting out, and we're actually moving for the first time in a while, and basically had to cheat. But yeah, it was the only way, because I'm not going to sit here until it gets dark. But yeah, I'm hoping the rest of the venues for the Hot Rod Power Tour are a little more organized than this. Alright, so I guess while I'm stuck in traffic, I might as well go ahead and wrap up this video and say, hey, that's it for day number 1. Did a lot of cool things. We went to the National Corvette Museum. We got to go in and get our credentials and our lanyards and stickers and all that fun stuff. We made it over to the Raceway, can't get out, but we made it over to the Raceway, saw some really cool cars. We saw some autocross, we saw some drag racing, we saw some what do they call it? Drifting. I don't know. My brain's a little bit mush. I'm tired and cranky and I need a beer. So like, comment, subscribe, and tune in. We're going to keep going on this power tour. Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And I'd love it if you can go along on this journey with me. Howdy folks, welcome to Rust Revival Garage. It is time for day 2 of the 2024 Hot Rod Power Tour. We are all out of our Airbnb and packed into our vehicles, ready to take off for Nashville. It's about 8:20. Unfortunately, the venue there doesn't open until noon their time. So and it's only about 87 miles, if I remember correctly, to get there. But we're gonna go and see a little bit of Nashville and the Nashville Super Speedway. And we're ready to get on the road. A couple of our Airbnb neighbors getting ready to go too. Again, my first time doing Power Tour. So this is just great, riding with a nice big pack of classic and even new muscle cars and muscle trucks. Stuck in a little bit of a traffic jam, not sure what's going on, but definitely slowed down from a nice little cruising speed of 55. Stop for some fuel, doing good, back on the road again. Okay, just saw a sign that said, welcome to Orlinda, the sunniest side of Tennessee, which means at some point we've crossed over into Tennessee. Stuff in this town. The old gas station back there that still had the 22 cents a gallon. This general store, this is really, really cool. Anyway, we stopped to this assisted living facility, and they had some of the residents come out and they wanted to see our cars a little closer, so we decided to pull up so that they could see us. hectic as far as traffic goes. For the first time the truck got up to about 190 degrees. Yeah, no big deal, but you hate to see change. Change means something might have gone wrong. But yeah, so far so good. We are about 1.5 miles away from the Speedway, and we've all just kind of stopped. We were here not moving long enough that we just went ahead and shut it down. But yeah, nothing moving much right now. Okay, it looks like we got the go ahead to start moving in. So off we go. This is how it should be done. Got a cop out there directing traffic, splitting people both ways. Nice and smooth entrance into the Speedway parking lot, as it should be. We are doing the walk, heading into the Nashville Super Speedway. So far the days have been absolutely perfect. It's warm out, but it's not crazy hot like it could be. Just perfect weather so far, knock on wood. Yeah, very cool.
Can't win your business. Bring that mail thing.
What do you guys like most about the Power Tour?
What's your favorite?
All the people we meet, everything's great.
There
You don't know, you just
That's
know
fun.
it.
All right, thanks guys, I
Do you know
appreciate
what
it.
size engine?
I love those guys. I saw them yesterday. They wear the helmets around the entire show. It's awesome. This is their car here, this gasser.
This is my 14th long haul, and I love the adventure because you're going to places you've never been for the most part.
True.
And you get to see parts of the country sometimes you don't have other options to do. And the stuff, like just today, we drove past some vintage car junkyard and hot rod shop. I had no idea it was there.
Yeah, you learned something new.
That's what I'm saying. I love Power Tour. I mean, the sitting in traffic. Oh, look at the line up there.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's okay.
It's not great, but everything else, I come with 15 friends. We all do it together, and people join in, and they go. And also, my group, we do subset stuff. So, like, we do events on the way. For like, we go Mopar junkyards, we go to museums, we go to car, train, plane museums. Because we may never get over here again.
That's true. We went to the Corvette museum yesterday. That was awesome.
Tomorrow we're going to the Swoop Museum, which is on the route. And then on Thursday, a gentleman by the name of Bob Jennings of Jennings Wing Cars, he owns 20 Superbirds. And he's opening up the collection for anyone on Power Tour that'd like to come and see them.
That's cool.
Thursday morning at 8 o'clock. So, I mean, but you never know what you're going to find.
Yep. What do you like most about the Power Tour?
What I like most about Power Tour, I get to have a great time with my buddy Bill. Every year we get to go on it. He's been doing it for 20 years. He's been on it for 20 years.
20 years, that is
my
awesome.
8th Power Tour, so we get to come out and hang out for a week.
That is awesome. All right, man, thank you much.
Yep, all of it.
All of it? Awesome. Favorite part about Power Tour?
Guys that came from Alaska.
There you go. Thanks, guys. Day 2. So what's your favorite part about doing the Power Tour?
Oh, you know what? I love the in-between parts.
The in-between?
All the little stops along the way.
Yeah.
You get to see all the little towns and little sites that you don't get to normally see. So I like the in-between venues, the drive.
Oh, yeah.
The venues and the cars are kind of secondary to it.
Yep.
The people's what makes it, though, and the people and the places.
Not one you see every day. What's your favorite thing about the Power Tour?
Meeting new people, different events, and just getting out and enjoying some cars.
Awesome. Well, my name is Tim. You just met somebody new.
All right, man.
Thank you much, guys. Take care.
Glad to meet you.
This is a Hold My Beer project. Somebody said, wait a minute, I think I can do that. Favorite thing about Power Tour?
The people.
The people?
Yes, sir.
Meeting new people. My name is Tim. You just met somebody new. Take care, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Take care, guys. Have fun.
All the amazing cars here.
It's awesome, isn't it?
So many. There's a lot of beautiful cars.
Like sales,
Yeah.
they gave him a Cougar, and it was like a 69.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. I gotta ask you, what's your favorite parts so far of Power Tour?
I would say least fun, not being stuck in traffic for sure, but most fun, hearing all the loud noises and watching all the beautiful cars.
Awesome.
Yep. It's a satellite.
It's a satellite, huh? did. Gotta ask, what's your favorite part about doing the power tour?
Playing with the toys.
Playing with toys. They just get more expensive, don't they?
Oh,
The
yes.
dirt grit and the lines.
Yes.
Love it.
I love the dirt grit. It's like right in your teeth.
Yep.
Right in your teeth. Farewell, Nashville Speedway. It was fun. And look how easy and quick we're getting out. That's amazing. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Right there is beautiful downtown Nashville. All right, so we just had dinner at a cool little restaurant near our Airbnb, and kind of want to go ahead and wrap up day number 2. What does Power Tour mean to me? Well, since this is my first one, I think the best thing about it was just seeing all the little kids and their parents standing out there on the streets and waving. And yeah, sure, it was great for them to get their little Matchbox toys and to get some candy and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's great that there's still an interest in an event like this, and they're still excited to see these old classic cars and trucks and new stuff just rumbling by, and it kind of keeps that tradition going. So anyway, that's kind of what has made the biggest impact, I guess, on me. Hey, welcome to Rust Revival Garage. My name is Tim. Welcome to day number 3 of the Hot Rod Power Tour. Have a confession to make. I am guilty of taking the fast way here. We did not take the small side roads and going through the small towns. We actually just jumped on the freeway. However, we were not the only ones guilty of that. But it is day number 3. We are here in Louisville. We wanted to jump in here to see if we could get Clayton and his Corvette. I don't know if you've seen day 1 or day 2, but we wanted to see if we could get Clayton onto the autocross track. And then we get here to find out there is no autocross. In fact, there is no autocross. In fact, there are no activities here. So we're gonna miss out on that today. But anyway, we are here, and let's show you how we got here. So yeah, not as much to do today here in Louisville, but we're just gonna kind of hang out, watch some of the cars come in, and relax a bit after the crazy last 3 days. You know I love my Pontiacs. I've always got to get a shot. So when somebody said, okay, what do we do with the donor car? Somebody else said, hold my beer.
Watch it out. Take a picture. My turn to sit for a while and watch the cars go by and wave. Maybe they'll give me a Matchbox car. Well, that was fun. Nice and relaxing day. So we're at our Airbnb here in Louisville, and I'm gonna wrap up day 3. Like I said, light day, not a lot of activities, not a lot of new stuff to see, but I tried to capture a little bit of the flavor of the day, and hope you enjoyed it. Still have day 4 to come, which is going to be near my hometown in Hebron, Ohio. I'm from Columbus. And then day 5 in Indy. Good morning and welcome to Rust Revival Garage. My name is Tim, and welcome to day number 4 of the Hot Rod Power Tour 2024. And day number 4, we are headed to Columbus, Ohio, which is my hometown, and then heading out, I think it's out east a little bit, to Hebron for National Trails Raceways, or National Trail Raceways, I can never remember which. But got some traveling to do today. We're gonna cheat a little bit again today. We're gonna actually do some freeway and then some of the scenic routes. So let's get to it. We're actually headed first to a hotel parking lot. A fellow traveler in the Power Tour wants to kind of hang with us. He's also got a Corvette, like my neighbor Clayton's, that's traveling with me. And yeah, so all 3 of our cars will be on the road together. So great, got another 96 Corvette to look at the back of all the way there. back into the great state of Ohio. All right, stopped for gas and put about 7 gallons in, which, doing the numbers from our Airbnb to this part of Ohio, I'm actually getting 14.8 miles per gallon, which is not terrible. I think that's kind of what the average probably is with this engine, and going as fast as we're going and all that. So pretty happy with that. And we're off to get onto the scenic side now of our drive all the way out to National Trail Raceways, and should be fun. Now we're driving through Washington Courthouse, which is about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes south of Columbus. All right, just past Washington Courthouse, about 12:35, we decided to stop for lunch. Cool little place called the Street Side Local 62 Bistro. Say hi, everybody. Hey. Hi. Okay, we are back on the road, and we're about 62 miles out. Still taking these nice back country roads, which is nice, but without the traffic. Now we're headed through a little town called Circleville. A lot of my family on my mom's side is actually from this area. We've gone through Lancaster. I think we're in Baltimore now, and we're about 9 miles out from National Trail Raceway. Okay, Clayton's plans were foiled again. There is no autocross here, just the drag racing. So let's enjoy a little bit of drag racing. Brother Austin.
How are you, sir?
How you doing, man?
You're making it.
Good to see you.
You're making it. Good to see you.
Favorite part about the power tool?
Not sleeping like a week and a half straight. Yes. That's my favorite part about power tool. We didn't screw this up. I'm very excited about that. For Central Ohio, I'm proud of us.
Easy in, hopefully easy out.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Okay, buddy. Well, the engine trim. But we had put those up there for some lights. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I go in there honestly. Next day. And they,
Did you get wet, Gus?
It's not abuse, right?
Nope.
It's not. Hey, it's cooling him down, I guess. Hey, thank you guys very much for all that you do. You guys keep me entertained. It's awesome watching you guys.
Thank you for tuning in, man. I mean, wouldn't be able to do that kind of thing. How'd you learn that?
Okay, so my neighbor who could not do the autocross decided he was going to do the drag race, and he's coming up now. You're doing it?
Yeah.
Good luck, man. How did it feel?
Felt good. It was faster than I thought with all our stuff and Dad sitting in the
Was
passenger
it
seat.
97 miles an hour?
94.
94.
Yes.
Nice.
12.4.
There you go. Cheers.
Thank you, sir.
About 5 o'clock, heading out of National Trail Raceway. That was a fun day. Nice trip there. Great getting in, great getting out. I think Columbus, like Austin said, I think Columbus did it right, and very proud that we didn't mess it up. So that was very cool. Got to meet a lot of great people. Got to see Clayton drag race his car. He wanted to participate, and he got a chance to do that. Good morning, welcome. Good morning, I have not had my coffee yet. Good morning, welcome to Rust Revival Garage. My name is Tim. Day number 5, we are headed from Columbus to Indianapolis for the final day of the 2024 Hot Rod Power Tour, and basically stopped to meet up with the folks in the green Corvette that we were with yesterday, and they're from Indy, but they wanted to ride with us again all the way to their hometown. So let's get to it. Starting out in the parking lot of the Sheets. Everybody's checking out everybody's rally.
I sent you two, so
yeah, that was up that exit, Jamir. It was right there. And
Say good morning, guys.
morning.
Take a look at the front of this gas station line. This is something you'll never see unless you're traveling. All these great cars all sticking their noses out from front of the gas station bays. Very cool. Okay, back on the road. We're going to do a little bit of what we did yesterday, which was a little bit of freeway driving, a little bit of back roads driving. This trip, if you just took the freeway, is a 3-hour drive. So back roads are going to extend it a little more, but last day, so we got to get the most out of it that we can. Here we go. Jumped off the major freeway. 70 West takes you right into Indianapolis, but we're going to do some of the smaller roads all the way to our destination for a much better view, much more interesting view. Which usually means looking at a lot of corn. Sorry my windshield's dirty. I should have cleaned it off when I was at home, but I was too damn tired. So I gotta ask, whenever you're driving all the smaller roads, you get out in the country, do you guys ever look for cars sticking out of a barn or some old car parked behind the barn somewhere? I mean, every time I drive, I start looking in the back, looking around the garages, seeing if there's some old classic car that you might go knock on their door and see if they'd be interested in selling. I just can't help it. Every time I see a farmhouse, I look for that barn out back and I see if there's any kind of car sitting out there. Is at half a tank and my bladder's at full tank. I think I may have to stop here soon. We are in Indianapolis and I think we're pretty close to downtown, so almost there. We're close, but it's time for the tamale place.
Yeah. This place was featured years ago on Diving.
And we are here. that is day number 5 in the books. We are now leaving the Indy Raceway Park. Hoping everybody's all right. They basically stopped all of traffic on 70. The accident and traffic. I've been driving for about 5 more miles, and you can see it's still backed up with what seemingly is nothing more than just trucks. Miles and miles and miles of trucks backed up. All right, if you've made it this far, thank you very much. That is the Hot Rod Power Tour 2024, day number 5. If you can, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff on car shows. I'm doing the Good Guys show coming up in July. I'll be doing the Pontiac Nationals at the end of July, and a bunch of others. Plus, I'm working on my 85 C10 all the time. I'm working on my 68 Pontiac Le Mans. So there's lots of things to see on this channel. Yeah, that was a great time. If somebody asked me, would you do it again? I would probably say today, no. But honestly, it was so much fun. It is very addicting, and I had a great time. Also, I wanted to do a huge thank you to Clayton and his dad, Dean, for going along on this journey with me. The very first time I've ever done this, it was their first time as well. But it would have been pretty scary to go alone. It was nice to make sure I had somebody else there that knew cars and could also help out if something went wrong, or if I could help them if something went wrong with their car as well. So that was a great time. So yes, thank you very much for going along with me. I truly appreciate it. Also wanted to give a shout out to Dan and Christy. They sort of joined us on day 4 and day 5. It was great meeting new people and having them travel with us and eat with us and walk through the shows. It was awesome. It was great meeting you guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope we see you again in future shows. And finally, after spending enough time with this truck, I would like to introduce you to Rosie. Not just because she's has a really bad rose-colored paint job, but because I was the pessimist in this journey. I thought for sure this would break down and that would break down, and all these things would go wrong. Even though a lot of the parts on here are brand new, the new engine, new transmission, I was convinced that everything was just going to fall apart. The only problem I had, and I did not include it in the video, was there was a small leak of coolant on day number 5 when we stopped at the tamale place. There was coolant leaking out of the front, just a small puddle. And it turned out that I just needed to tighten that lower radiator hose. And once I tightened that hose, the leak went away, and I was able to go on and park at the Raceway Park. I was able to come all the way home, no problems, no more leaks. So the only thing I needed on this entire journey were some paper towels. I actually had to give Clayton a thing of ATF fluid and a screwdriver to tighten up that radiator hose clamp. So I was the one that was the pessimist. This truck actually had the rosy outlook. It had the all sunshine and roses, I think, as they used to say. So we've spent enough time together. We've gotten hot together, and we've gone on a long journey together. And so this truck now has a name, and that name is Rosie. Thank you very much, old girl. Very proud of you. You did a great job. So that's going to do it. Give me any comments that you might have. Like it if you got anything out of it. And thank you very much for watching. So yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. We will catch you next time.